Hey there guys, it's Braden here, and today we're taking a look at the CollectA 2017 Deluxe Deinocheirus. Now, I'm currently vacationing in Southern Oregon. By the time this video goes up, I will of course be back home. But I ran into a store here in Southern Oregon, a little town called Sister. It's kind of a tourist trappy kind of town, which had a store with a shelf full of toys that had the word Papo on it, but I did not see a single Papo figure on it. I saw a couple of Schleich figures and this guy. This was the only CollectA figure they had, and I don't have that many CollectA figures, and I do not have a single CollectA Deluxe, so I decided to get this figure just cause I kind of felt like it. Now, this is obviously this is a Deinocheirus. Deinocheirus is very distinctive, appearance-wise. Though what's interesting is I know CollectA has a slightly older Deinocheirus, a pre-2014 Deinocheirus, that looks kind of like how most pre-2014 Deinocheiruses look, kind of just a bigger Gallimimus or Ornithomimus. And that version actually has a very, very similar color scheme to this guy, with the brown main body, the blue, black, and the red for the face. Very, very similar color scheme. So CollectA's kind of unoriginal. Also, I haven't taken the tag off yet just because I can't actually get it off. I don't have any scissors on me, so I can't cut it off. Oh, and he also comes with this little guy. I guess just to show the scale of the figure, but I don't honestly collect figures for scale accuracy. If I did, I wouldn't have bought the Safari Camarasaurus, which is not at all in scale with Safari's other sauropods. Because Safari, for some reason, decided to more recently start producing their sauropods at the same scale as each other, which means that sauropods that should be way smaller end up being the same size as all the other ones. But that's beside the point. Detailing on this guy isn't too bad. It's a little generic. I was kind of expecting a bit more, considering a lot of people tend to sell CollectA on how detailed their figures are, but it's not bad. The feathering on it is pretty nice. It's all mostly just this fur-like texture, though we do have little wings on the arms. I'm not entirely sure if Deinocheirus' wing would extend onto the fingers like it would in a dromaeosaurid or something of that like, but oh well. It has this little ruff of feathers, kind of like a roadrunner on the back of the head. Very nice beak. Actually, most of the figures I saw in shop had bent beaks. This is the only one that didn't, where the beak was curving downwards. I don't know if that's accurate for Deinocheirus, or if this is or if the straightened beak like this is inaccurate, but it has a tail fan, a pretty tiny one, but I don't know how large the tail fan would have been on this guy. And the one thing this thing has over Safari's Deinocheirus, in my opinion, other than size, if you buy figures for that reason, is the stand. The Safari Deinocheirus, if you can all remember my review on that is one of my oldest reviews, so I don't blame you for not remembering, but that figure could not stand to save its life. And I'm annoyed that I threw away the little plastic stand it came with, like the little plastic wrap that the figure came in when it was in its packaging. I'm annoyed I threw that away because that was the only thing keeping it upright. But yeah, this guy actually comes with a stand. It's not a terribly detailed stand. It does have a couple of dinosaur footprints in it, which is nice, but it's there. So as Deinocheirus figures go, this is definitely one of the better ones out there. It is a little expensive. This guy here was like $30, I think, but it's a CollectA figure and a Deluxe figure at that, and this isn't even by far their most expensive Deluxe. I've seen others that range into the $50 range. So if you want to get this guy, go right ahead. If you're not going to, then oh well.